Hello everyone and welcome to this reading on the blue flame. And it's been a while since I've been here on YouTube due to some technical issues I've had with my phone, because I'm recording all my videos on my phone, and I've had some technical issues going on for quite some time now, and also my health has not been too good for a month or so, but all of a sudden today things just resolved. I don't know what it was that I did, but there was something going on with my phone. I tried to fix it, and all of a sudden there was just this major solution coming up, and my health improved. And at the same time I also began to receive signs that it was time again now to do these readings. I don't know if some of you have been on my website to check out the latest reading I gave on this as a podcast, so maybe you want to check that out before you continue with this video. And also for those of you who are new to these readings, please go and check out part 1 and part 2. I have left some links down below for those videos, because in those videos I'm giving a little explanation on why I'm doing this, and also it has been it was kind of an introduction to this blue flame energy or blue ray. So in particular for those of you also who are resonating with the color blue or blue, light blue, or just simply feeling an atmosphere of blue around you, however that may show up for you, because that's very personal, and it can it differs from individual to individual. So this is in particular for those of you who are feeling connected to that blue flame or blue light, and who also have had some kind of paranormal or extraterrestrial encounters, which was why I began these readings. And all the spiritual work I do, or self-development work, or whatever we choose to call it, I do that and I share that because it is kind of a preparation for me to be ready for meeting up with whatever could be in cosmos. Okay, so we are, first of all, electrical beings. We hold life most of all, and that's why it's important for me to say here that it is for those of you who resonate with that, and also definitely with the blue color. But don't forget that we also consist of all of the other colors. I have written something on that down below this video, so maybe you want to read that first before you continue this video. But that is why I find it so important to share this, because of some encounters I've had myself where I was asking for information and where this blue flame card showed up for me. And this card is talking about spontaneous awakening, activation, and integration time. So every time we've had this reading, or we've had a reading on this, maybe you will feel something changing in your energetic vibrations, or in your energetic levels, whatever words you want to use for that. But because sometimes it can be very hard for us to describe what is going on. But I know that about my health for the past month or so, it's been very tricky. There's been like a full stop. Nothing has come in, because it was like the energy that I have already received, it was I needed time to integrate that. So perhaps for some of you that resonates as well. If you have some kind of health issue, I'm not saying that you shouldn't go see a doctor, not at all, but just know that this is changing throughout your body, because we're taking it in, and when we are accepting that and we're becoming aware of that, it is affecting our feelings, our physical body, our life force energy, our mental way of going about things. So it affects us when we do this. Okay, so just bear that in mind as well. Okay, so remember to have your feet solidly planted on the ground. Sit in a straight up position so that the energies can work easily through you. And take some deep breaths. Focus on your breathing. Just come into your own rhythm of that. And maybe close your eyes for a little while before you continue with the video. And just be very much aware of where you are right now. You are light energy within a physical body on this planet. Okay, so just be very much aware of where you are also right now in this present moment. And I will just begin by drawing in the blue flame and the energies of that. Okay, so take some deep breaths and just relax. And so let's begin by pulling some cards from this card deck to see if there is something extra information on this particular blue flame. If there is something additionally that is coming out for us. Okay. And we have a couple of cards coming out. Let's have a look at the first one. Inner Earth. You'll survive this. New solutions and beginnings. And as I was just talking about, coming back again, feeling all, just feeling well again. Maybe some of you have felt that too, as I mentioned before, but there are new solutions and beginnings coming in, and we will survive this. And however you want to interpret this, please look to your own personal life, because we're all resonating with this energy, but it can show up in different ways for us. It can mean different things depending on where we are in our lives at this moment. But this is about the inner earth. This is something about within us, that we are here to go through this transition where we're seeing that a new earth is coming to life, and where there will be new solutions and beginnings, but it's like it's just coming into light. See, we're still in this kind of cave or something. We haven't reached that new city or town yet. We need to cross that water, but we are definitely seeing it. It's coming to us. And the other card coming out is Messenger. Serious energy, bring harmony and balance. And I have left some info about the serious energy down below. So maybe you want to have an extra look at that. But bringing harmony and balance as messengers, I think that we can interpret this as we are also being messengers. We are holding the energies that we are now picking up on coming from Sirius, and we are here helping a new earth coming into life, and where we will see new solutions and beginnings. Okay, but I feel that it's not there yet, but we will survive whatever it is that we're going through right now on a world scale, and that's very nice to know. but it takes for us to be willing to go through this while we're holding the energies of harmony and balance. So that is why we have come in on the blue ray, coming into the world with the blue light in particular. So let's have a look at whom else in cosmos is trying to, whose energy we are drawn to, because we are moving out in cosmos through our higher self. So it is really our higher self that we are connecting with when we are drawing in cosmic energy. But that doesn't mean that there isn't someone at the other end of the line, right? That there is life out there. And here we have card number 2, Alpha Centaurians, foresight, planning, and strategy. And I think we have pulled this card before also. Let us put this card up over here. So foresight, planning, and strategy. So it is really about now that we start to see where we come from, what kind of energy it is that we are bringing in here. And with that, we also need to maybe start to take some very fixed and focused steps on how to bring this out. Because I also feel here that with all the fish here in the picture, we are maybe, we are definitely having a reference to water, and maybe the zodiac sign of Pisces could come in here, where we need to start to dive under the surface to see how everything is interconnected. So this is really a major hint to our psychic abilities, is what I'm getting in here, that we have an opportunity here to look very deep into the future, to look very deep under the surface, and to look very deep into what is the truth. Because there are so many layers presenting itself right now in our 3D lives, both on a collective level, on an individual level. A lot is going on in people's lives, and on a collective level as well, us as a world society. So maybe it is time now that we start to present what we know, and whether people want to listen to that or not, that is really not the issue here. But it's like, it's sticking to our truth, it's sticking to our strategy and our planning of things, how we see things come about. And so let's have a look at where this will take us. What is our sort of our destiny's course right now? Where are we at, or where are we just about to enter? Let's see if any cards want to come out. Yes, we have one card. Okay. Yes, we are moving into pleasure. We definitely are. And here with the new moon, we have a new beginning. And the new moon will be here on the 30th of April, or around that time. So new beginnings. And the moon is our soul, our emotions, our inner wild nature, also beautifully depicted here with wild nature and animals. So there are definitely new beginnings I have ringing in my ears right now. So there is something new coming in here through our astral bodies, which is where we begin to pick up emotional impulses from cosmos. So there is a new beginning of that. There's a new beginning of that, of building up that, and therefore also building up a deeper, you can call it relationship or dialogue, but something is approaching. So definitely you want to really have an eye out on your feelings. How do you feel? Because when we are being, you can say contacted, or when we are putting our energies out there through the astral body and start to pick up on impulses there, we will see that as feelings, our own feelings. And maybe for some of you, you will also start to see picture, going inwards, where you are becoming very visionary, seeing things, pictures, colors, and also maybe through words. So there is something about pleasure coming in here. And since we're also now in Taurus season, with all this nature and using our senses and being very grounded, a reference to the earth element as well, there's definitely, and also Taurus is about pleasure. We want comfort, we want to feel good, and we want things that smells good and looks good. So that is definitely what we are entering into. We'll put that over here. So however these words or colors or figures may resonate with you, just go with that, because that is an extra message just for you. So let's move ahead with some astrology cards to see if there are any life areas or any planets, any astrological signs where we are picking up on that specific energy. There is something specific here. We have one card out here, and just let's see, we have a house card out here, and let's see, is there anything else here that we need to, oh, another house card, okay, any last cards? Yes, okay, so 3 astrological cards coming out. Let's see the first, let's have a look at the first one, the 10th house. Your achievements and status in the outside world. Yes, and this is where we also are working with our life purpose. We have a status check. How far have we come? This is also about our job and our career. So again, since we're reading here on the blue flame energy, and why did we come in with that? Why do we have a sense of that? Why are we so much drawn to the color blue, or just to, the rainbow and the blue ray of that, or whatever it may be? And this has definitely got something to do with our life purpose, okay? And also in our job and career. So maybe you want to have a look at your job, what it is that you're actually doing, and have a deeper look at that, because there is definitely a deeper meaning of that. And I mean, we need to operate in different areas of society, like all of us. We all have specific roles to play out in society through our job and through our hobbies. So very interesting. And then we have the 9th house. This is saying broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. This can also be about going back to school or taking an evening class, whatever it may be, but something that is just broadening our horizons, something that we want to know more about. The 9th house is about our life philosophy and higher education, but higher education can be many things. It can also be a dance class, for example, where we feel that when we do that, we are connecting with something that is resonating with something deep inside of us. And let's put that up over here. And those are the areas of our life the 10th and the 9th house. So our life purpose is about something where we want to broaden our horizon, okay? And the astrological sign that showed up with these two house cards is Aquarius. This energy is freedom-loving, rebellious, idealistic, and technological. And see how this Aquarian energy is like unity. It's about being humane. It's about social events. It's about being together. We can also see how there is electricity in this picture because Aquarius is an air sign. So the fastest element of the 4 elements. So reference to our thinking patterns and where we start to take information in, where we are very social, you know, through communication also. But with Aquarius here, it is about higher thinking, entering into, freedom and standing our ground. Aquarius is a fixed sign, so this is an energy that we're not just going around that. No, we have to have a deeper look at this because Aquarius knows what it wants, and it's the energies that we find in the 11th house of the zodiac, where we have Uranus as the ruling planet. So this is the energy that we have around us, around our life purpose, which is about broadening our horizon. It is about astrology, telepathy, science, technology, and, you know, digital stuff. And it is also about finding fairness in life and tuning into the group dynamic. We can see there's a group of people here. The group dynamic, but also how the individual is thriving in that dynamic, in that group. So it's got this relationship going between the individual and the group. That is very important for an Aquarian, and when we are looking at the Aquarius energy here. So since we're also in the age of Aquarius for the next 2,600 years or so the next many hundred years, there is definitely a focus on being free, thinking free, communicating freely, and this is movement, but on a mental level. So this is really where things are also speeding up right now and coming into more fairness. That's really what we want to have a look into, humankind, okay? And being nice to one another. You know, this is also in the 11th house where we have that kind of wish upon a star, where we can have a look out on something that is unlimited. Because with Uranus, we are moving out to meet the first of the outer planets, jumping from Saturn, which is the last visible planet with the naked eye from Earth. So here we are moving out into unknown territory, not being so limited, being free, thinking differently, looking differently at things. That is another motto for the Aquarius energy. Can we do this differently? Okay? So, and definitely there is a need for that, but that in the world right now. But this is where when we are working with the blue flame energy, where we want to have a look into this. And Aquarius is also very much future oriented, okay? So that is where we want to broaden our horizon right now. So maybe you find that all of a sudden you're interested in some kind of scientifical issue, or you're becoming more digital oriented, working more with your computer, your phone, or seeing new possibilities with that, maybe even taking on a new class or a new job, but making a journey maybe to deepen your horizon on this. So very exciting. And so let's have a look at how we right now can develop our mediumship skills, because we are all channels for the universal energy. We are all antennas, cosmic antennas. It's just a question of how aware of that we really are. And most people do really not have maybe the time to really go into that energy as well, to really ask the question, well, why am I here? Why am I in this job? Why do I hold this hobby? Why am I in this family? Why do I have these kind of friends? Okay, so we have 2 cards coming out here. The first one is, yes, exactly, sitting in the power. That is what we are right now. We're sitting in the power, and I feel that this is a reference to our heart chakra. So that is where we, you know, the heart is the most important organ in our bodies. So that is the impulse, dun dun, dun dun, from cosmos. And we can see here how we are sitting in this power right now, obviously, and we're trying to make our aura grow, okay, to communicate more and going further and further out there. So really just sit in that power, and that is how we are also learning how to connect with the other side, and also getting to learn more about our own spirit, our own soul, our own energy. So this is really about sitting in the power and try to grow our own aura field, okay, to really sit there and feel the pulse of the universe. The other card that came out is energy scanning, and here we are asked to also tune into maybe education about how we scan energies. Are we scanning from people's heart chakras, or are we more, you know, telepathic oriented? Is it more of an emotional energy, or what is it really? So maybe you want to pay more attention to that when you are really being surrounded by other people, you know, to go more into that as well. So just sit with the power. And since we had the Aquarius energy before, I feel that there could be a link to definitely telepathy over here, but go with that however you feel it resonates with you on a personal level. But sit with the energy, because it's like we want to open up now. We want to go beyond. We want to, speak to the stars, but other communities out there. And we have Sirius with us right now, and the Alpha Centaurians. I will leave some more information about that down below. Okay, so let's just wrap this video up. I'm sorry that I have to do that a little bit quickly, but I cannot record more than 30 minutes max on my phone. Okay, so let's have some personal cards to see how this is showing up physically in our world for us, in our 3D lives. Okay, and we first have that card. Okay, courthouse. Things are being set straight now. Things are being set straight. It's coming from, you can say something higher or deeper within us. This is something that we can trust, because it's something that has been taken to court on the highest level. Okay, again, back to Aquarius and being fair and square in things, making sure that everyone has been heard, that everyone is all right. And then let's just finish off with a color. Let's finish off with a color. Yes, I'm not surprised to see this card, because it says revitalize your nervous system through the color green, card number 31, because with Aquarius, we become very eccentric and electric, okay? That is really where we are in great contact with our nervous system. And so to make sure that it doesn't drive us nuts, we really need to figure out how to calm it. And you can do that by drinking a lot of water, drink some herbal teas, being out in nature, doing some yoga, some grounding energy, whatever it means for you, whatever you find is calming your nervous system, definitely go with that. But green, you can always tune into that if you are on your way home from your job, in a bus, or in your car, and you can't sit there and drink tea and relax. Tune in to green, the green color, okay? So this was what I had for you in this reading on the blue flame energy. Thank you so much here for your time and tuning in and sharing this with me. It means the world. So take great care of yourselves out there. I hope you have found inspiration in this and support. You're not alone out there in how you are feeling, even though it may be a little bit strange sometimes. So thank you so much. Take great care of yourselves. I'll see you next time, I hope. Bye for now.